Hey there guys, Phil Fulton here with Business Owner Elevation, and how would you like to discover 2 powerful strategies to increase client conversions? This is perfect for any coaches, authors, speakers, trainers, any experts that want to really raise the stakes to convert their prospects, their potential customers with ease and zero rejection. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through 2 core strategies that we share with our clients in our Vortex program. This come about because I get so many people asking how are we converting people up to 80% and above ratios with little ease. How is it done? How are you seeing all these gurus make it happen with little effort? Well, in today's video, I'm going to break it down, and it's not that difficult, guys. It really isn't. So just follow this through because it's very simple and you can implement these straight away in your business. And the first strategy I want to share with you is something we call the EBM formula. So you're wondering what EBM stands for. Well, EBM stands for Education-Based Marketing. Now, you see a lot of people out there that are trying to basically create lots of content for their audience, trying to stand out above the crowd. Well, let's face it, in today's marketplace, as a coach and a consultant, the bar of entry is very low, very low. So what you have is lots of people that want to help their certain type of person. And what happens is your message then becomes very diluted in the marketplace because the sophistication, the mindset of your potential customer is very skeptical. They're very skeptical to the point where they don't know whether to trust you, just like you don't know whether to trust us as a company if you've never come across us. And rightly so. I mean, why would you trust somebody that's just popped up anywhere? So what I want you to picture is how can you come into the marketplace to take a prospect that doesn't know you, doesn't know how you can help them, to the point where they like, trust, respect you and see you as a leading authority that can help them get the results that they're looking for. Well, it's really simple. You use the EBM model, the education-based marketing model that I'm about to show you. Why is this so powerful? And what you're doing is you're scaling risk and trust. And that's what it's all about. It's about scaling risk and trust. When you enter a marketplace, you have no trust with your audience and you're a high risk. You're a high risk potential solution. So what you need to do is create content that brings you into the mind of a prospect to allow them to learn more about your methodology, the way that you can help them and help individuals see that you are the go-to person. So how do you do this? Well, it's really simple. You've got to understand which pieces of content you need to create to be able to convert your prospects with a lot more ease. So you've got to use low-risk pieces of content that build trust initially, like social media here, maybe. Then you might use some sort of form of a blog. Then you might go to some sort of a lead magnet, which is like an ebook, which could be your specific methodology that you know can absolutely change somebody's situation if they just took it. But let's face it, everybody's asking for everybody's name and email. So you better come up with a very compelling offer, something that's really going to take your prospects to where they want to be. And that's where you can use your free content on social media, your blogs, and then introduce your lead magnets later on. You see, most people are in this for the short-term game. They're trying to get what they can instead of giving upfront value, but they don't know how to pre-position the content in a powerful way that allows somebody to educate themselves on their problems, their solutions, on where they should be looking at various strategies. And this is where the EBM model comes in. Once people have opted in for your lead magnet, they've got your ebook, your video series, whatever it is, then you can start to introduce webinars, maybe seminars, and then, only then, once somebody's become fully indoctrinated in the process, then you can start to go to like discovery sessions, bridge sessions. See, I just don't get it when I go to networking events, big events, where I've gone to see certain speakers, meet friends, whoever it is, and I'm meeting people I've never met before, and they don't know me, I don't know them, and they're like trying to give me their business card saying, hey, we should catch up, I might be able to help you. I don't know you, and you don't want to be that person. So if that's you, I'm sorry if I really did hurt your feelings at that point, but this is why I'm sharing the EBM model with you, because it avoids you having to scamper around for leads at networking events, because you can pre-position valuable content to the right type of person and let them build trust with you from afar, so it's less of a risk to then chat with you about how potentially you can help them. And that's how we get to the discovery session. That right there, that strategy can increase your conversions massively if you spend time working on how you can educate your prospect. Now, the second strategy leads on to the discovery sessions that I mentioned, which is at the end of the EBM model. And the second strategy is the AIDA model. Now, the AIDA model is a time-old sales and marketing principle that any business should have in place when it comes to communicating with their potential clients. It's imperative. What does AIDA stand for? Attention, interest, desire, and action. And you may have heard about this if you've been in some sort of a sales role, a consultative role at any point, because it's timeless. Why is this important specifically for your discovery sessions, your strategy sessions, your consultations, to see whether or not somebody is worthy of your program and to see if they would like your program, to see if they're the right fit? Because it's a path to literally meeting your needs with the client needs. It's a way that you can build even more trust, build trust on a conscious and a subconscious level, so you can really find your client's core needs before they're even a client, to make sure they're a fit for your program, your services. Now, if you don't have this in place, you'll be experiencing frustrations such as you're feeling awkward, you're feeling pushy, you're feeling like you can't handle objections effectively, you're feeling like in a client consultative encounter, a discovery session, you're not asking the questions, the client's asking the questions to you. How much is it? Why are you so good? And you feel pressured instead of you really finding the core needs of a prospect. And let me just break it down. So we're starting with attention. You must get a person's attention whenever you pick up the phone. It doesn't matter how much content they've consumed of yours. It doesn't matter how much you think you're a credible figure. You must get their attention. Let's face it, in today's world, people are bombarded with phone calls left, right and centre. So when you're calling a prospect, when you're calling a potential client, you want to bring them into your world. Why do I say that? Because most people, especially your potential client, they are not where they want to be. If they've got to this stage of the EBM model, to the point where they're frustrated, they've spent time consuming your content, they really want to fix a frustration in their life, they're up at night, they're frustrated, they're pulling their hair out at how they can fix their problem. So attention's crucial. You're the coach, you're the consultant, you're the specialist, you're the expert. You should have a positive attitude and literally introduce yourself with so much enthusiasm to bring them into your world, to let them know that you're somebody that cares, that they can trust, and somebody that can help them. That's what attention's all about. And this AIDA model needs to be placed out in a very concise template. So when you approach any consultation, any discovery session, whatever it is, you know what your starting point and your ending point. From attention, we want to move into interest. This is where you're going to set the call up, the expectations of the call. So I'll get attention. Hi, is Adam there? Yes, Adam? Great. Phil here with Business Owner Elevation. How are you doing today? You great? Awesome. Now, the reason for the call today is I saw that you've consumed various amounts of my content. I met you at this networking event, and I understand that I can help you in certain areas, but before I presume I can help you, I want to make sure that I find out if the ideas I have are a right fit for you. So there's a few key questions I'd love to ask you if you've got 60 seconds. Sound fair enough? I'm establishing the rules of the game. I'm establishing that I'm not going to presume I can help you. I need to understand where you're at, where you want to be, and if my solutions can help you, because I don't want to waste your time, and you shouldn't want to waste your client's time. Okay? You want to just ask some good questions on where they're at, where they want to be, and what challenges are in the way. At this point, you're going to save yourself a lot of time if the person isn't the right fit for your program. At that point, you'll be able to send them to somebody that can help them after asking some good questions. If at that point you do establish that, they're there, they want to be there, but they've got these challenges in the way, and your program, your service, whatever you provide, can absolutely help those challenges, then you can move forward to desire. Desire is where literally we're going to summarize everything that we've discovered after we've got interested in the prospect. This is where you've got to be really taking good notes when you're asking good questions on where they're at, where they want to be. You can summarize, and then you can start to prescribe, just like a doctor, diagnose and prescribe some soft solutions. It's very simple. So you've told me you're here, from the interest stage. You told me you're facing this challenge, and you're telling me you feel this way in that situation. What I suggest you start looking at is this, this, and this. That's where I'm going to start to present new ideas, new awareness, and a new perspective for the potential client. At this point, after I've presented new ideas, then I can ask the prospect this very crucial question, and this is what you call a transition here. Because I don't want to proceed to action until I've done this transition. And this transition here with this short question is, how does that sound? And what this is a trial close. Because action is basically giving a clear directive to the prospect that I can help, as you can see, based on the problems you gave me. And I know if we did business together, you and me would both win. Sound fair enough? But I don't want to go there just yet. I want to ask them after I've presented some solutions, how does that sound? If they tell me it sounds great, then I can proceed into action and present my program, present a compelling case, an emotional and intellectual case that gets them excited because I have shown them that they can get over their challenges, but not until I've showed them with that trial close that I'm finding out that they're ready. I'm not going to force my solution on them. I want to make sure that they see that the suggestions that I've presented them are viable, that they can see that this is where they should be looking. I've changed their perspective. So those are the two powerful strategies that can increase your client conversions immediately. If you don't have these in place, I suggest that you get them in place straight away, because it can be the difference between frustration and triumph in your business. I know nobody wants to be in that frustrating time where there's no cash flow, there's no leads, there's nothing like that. So if you have any questions whatsoever on these two strategies, there's a comment box below. What I'd love to find out is, which of these two strategies do you need to get in place straight away? Have you got a great content game up front that's really showing your expertise, really building trust? If you have, maybe it's the sales process, the AIDA process you need to have. So in the comment section below, comment which one is it, EBM or AIDA, that you need to have in place. And if you want to take your game to the next level, if you're a coach, consultant, expert, author, speaker, and you want to learn how to get more leads, more clients, more cash on demand, I highly recommend that you get our new book published, The Impact Accelerator, to help literally people like you. It's the expert's guide to getting more leads, clients, and cash. So you can get that below in and around on this page. But I hope that you got value from this video, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Take care, guys.